You ever stop and think about how you don't talk to your best friend the same way you talk to your teacher? Or how an email you send to your boss sounds completely different from a DM you slide into on Insta? Well, it turns out that ability to change how we communicate, it's actually a hidden skill, kind of like a superpower that we all have. So let's unpack this and figure out how to really master it. I mean, just look at this. On the left, a quick text to a friend. Yo, can you help with the homework? Super short, to the point, uses abbreviations. But then, on the right, an email to a teacher asking the exact same thing. Dear Mr. Smith, I was hoping you could help me with the homework. The goal is identical, but the language, totally different. And the craziest part is, we make this switch automatically, without even thinking twice. So why, right? Why do we do this? Why do these messages sound so incredibly different? Well, it's because we're already experts at reading the room. We just know that different people and different situations call for a different approach. All right, so this natural talent we all have actually has a name. It's called code switching. Let's dive in and break down what that really means. So first up is your informal voice. Think of this as your default setting, your everyday way of talking. It's a language you use in texts, in DMs, in group chats with your friends. It's packed with personality. We're talking slang, abbreviations, emojis, all the shortcuts that make talking to each other fast and fun. This is your home base. And then on the flip side, we've got the formal voice. Now think of this as a different tool in your communication toolkit. It's the one you pull out for school or for professional stuff, like essays, reports, and those really important emails. It's much more structured. We're talking complete sentences, standard grammar, and more specific, precise words. It's really designed to be super clear and to show that you're taking the whole situation seriously. And that act of jumping between these two styles, that is code switching. It's the skill of choosing to switch between your informal and your formal voice based on who you're talking to, why you're talking to them, and even where that conversation is taking place. And listen, it's not about being fake, not at all. It's about being strategic. So, what does this actually look like when we put it into practice? Let's take a few informal sentences and give them a little formal voice makeover. Okay, check this out. It's amazing how a few small tweaks can have a huge impact. That book was mad boring becomes the book was uninteresting. See? We just swapped out the slang for a more standard word. Or how about, can you just tell me becomes could you please tell me? Just by fixing that one little abbreviation and adding please, the whole tone shifts. And look at this last one. This project kind of took forever. Transforms into this project was time-consuming. By swapping out those vague words for something more precise, we say the same thing, but we make a completely different impression. Okay, so we get what these voices are and how to switch between them. Now for the big question. When do you make the switch? Because it is absolutely a strategic decision. And honestly, it's as simple as asking yourself 3 quick questions. First, audience. Who am I talking to? Is it a friend, a teacher, maybe a future employer? Second, purpose. Why am I even writing this? Am I trying to be funny, to convince someone, to ask for something? And third, context. Where is this message going to show up? In a text message, a formal application, or a social media comment? Your answers to these questions are going to guide your choice every single time. And let's see how this plays out in the real world. Texting your cousin about weekend plans? Totally informal. Your audience is familiar, your purpose is casual. But emailing a teacher to ask for an extension? Gotta go formal. You've got a specific, serious request for someone in a position of authority. Writing an essay for a standardized test or filling out a scholarship application? Absolutely. 100% formal. The context and purpose demand it. See? The point is, you're already making these choices all day, every day. And this all leads us to what is probably the most important takeaway from all of this. Code switching isn't just about sounding correct for school. It's about understanding that language is an incredibly powerful tool, a tool that you control. I really want you to let this sink in. This whole idea is not about erasing who you are. It's not about getting rid of the way you naturally speak. That voice, your authentic voice, is so valid and so important. This is about adding to your toolkit. It's about having more options, more ways to get your message across, so you can pick the perfect tool for any job, whether that's nailing an interview or just making your friends laugh in the group chat. So, I'll leave you with this to think about. Knowing that you have the ability to strategically switch between these voices to fit any situation you walk into, how can mastering that give you more power? In school, in your future career, in your life? Because when you get right down to it, mastering this skill is mastering communication itself.